Hey guys, I haven't done a vlog in a really long time. I am 37 weeks and 3 days today, and I just got back from a doctor's appointment. I'm going to try to make this quick because YouTube, for some reason, is not letting me upload any videos that are barely, barely over 10 minutes long. So, I'm kind of out of breath right now, sorry. A couple weeks ago, I'll just start off at when I was 35 weeks. I just turned 35 weeks. I noticed my feet were very swollen suddenly. I had been having swelling in my feet for about a month, but it got like really bad. So I called the nurse, and I had complained about having these like menstrual type cramps. No back pain, just like cramps down there. And so she said, "Are you still having those cramps?" And I said, "Yes, off and on." And my feet are just really swollen. And so she talked to the doctor, and then she got back on the line, and she said, "Okay, your doctor wants you to go to labor and delivery." Just her saying that kind of scared me, because you don't want to hear that at 35 weeks. But he wanted to check my blood pressure and do a non-stress test. So we got there and we did that, and non-stress test went beautifully. They even called him a little rock star and said he was just perfect, and he did so good. But my blood pressure was slightly elevated, and they said it could have just been from the stress of me worrying about being there. So blood pressure really wasn't something to like be too concerned about. Really out of breath, sorry. So anyway, she checked my urine. Everything looked great, except she said I was dehydrated. So, just a second. I had been drinking, maybe one of these a day. And these are it holds 24 ounces of fluid. Well, I was supposed to be drinking 6 of these, so I was definitely dehydrated. So she said I probably have extra swelling in my feet just because my body's hanging on to every last ounce of water that I am giving it. So I felt really stupid, and I felt really horrible that I basically put myself in that situation, that I just, from not paying attention, not taking care of myself, got myself dehydrated. So I felt really bad about that. So now, she checked me, and she said that I was a centimeter dilated. So it made me a little nervous because I was only 35 weeks, so I just kind of, I don't know. She told me I didn't have to like go on bed rest or take it easy or anything, but when she was giving me they kept me in, gave me my IV of fluids, and she said that, she noticed on the monitor, well, what happened was I noticed some really, really bad cramps, like really strong cramps with the tightening that I was used to getting from Braxton Hicks. So I was having contractions, and when she came back into the room, immediately said, I think I had like contractions or something. And she just smiled, and she almost like giggled, and she's like, "I know, I saw," because she could see on her monitor out there. And she said, "It's probably because you're dehydrated, so once you finish your bag of fluids, they'll probably stop. If they don't," she gave the doctor a call, and he said he wanted me to be on this medicine called Procardia that stops your contractions until 37 weeks. So, long story short, I finished the fluids, didn't have any more contractions, so it was from being too dehydrated. And so, yeah, so that was pretty much the end of that. So then, I had my appointment at 36 weeks, and they asked me if I wanted to be checked for dilation, and I said no, because when she checked me it hurt. So I said no, but I do, but I don't. So he went ahead and checked, and he said my cervix was really soft. She had said when she checked me that my cervix was really soft for a first-time mother, and that I was 24% effaced. So when he checked, he said, yeah, your cervix is really soft, and And I said, so am I more dilated? And he said, I think he said, not much or something like that. So I was like, okay, that's, that's okay, whatever. So I just got back from my doctor's appointment today and was just gonna do the standard, check your pee, check your blood pressure, urine, well, I already just said pee, but check all that and then check the heartbeat is what I meant. And all that was good. Blood pressure was normal, urine looked good, heartbeat was good, and he asked me if he wanted me to check, or he asked me if I wanted him to check. Can't check myself. And I don't like being checked because it makes me feel really crampy. Of course, obviously, duh, it's gonna make you feel like that, but I'm a wuss when it comes to pain, so but I said, Brandon was really curious on what it was, and so was my mom, so they wanted me to, so I just said, okay, let's check. So when he checked me, he said, oh, you're really closed. So I was just like, okay. So when he got done, I said, so I'm not more than a centimeter still? And he said, no, you're not even dilated a centimeter. And I was just like, wow, that's weird, because when I was at labor and delivery, she said I was a centimeter. Then at my next appointment, you said not much, that I wasn't dilated very much more than I had been. And he said, yeah, no, you're not even favorable. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere right now. So it was just kind of confusing. Am I dilated or am I not? I mean, he said I'm not, but it didn't sound like that last time he checked me, and then she had said I was a whole centimeter, so I'm really confused. I don't know. I guess I'm not, but I really don't know. Anyway, so I also was really curious, and I've been kind of like, I do this thing in my brain where I imagine the worst. So I was thinking my baby's probably breech and I'm going to have to get a C-section and he's going to tell me today. I've been thinking about this whole time. Well, I asked him and I said, I was really nervous to ask even because I didn't want bad news because that's how I am. And I said, is he head down? So he came over and he kind of palpated my stomach and he pressed down. I felt Hunter just kind of move, like jerk a little bit. I don't think he liked being pressed on. I think the pressure on him, he didn't like it. So he pressed, and then he had me feel down there, my lower stomach, and he said, do you feel that bowling ball type feeling? And so I pressed and I felt like, yeah, round, like a ball. And he said, that's his head. So that just, a sigh of relief. I was so happy that I felt his head. It was just such a relief. I was so glad that he was head down. I felt it, but I even had to ask. I was like, so he's for sure head down? Like, that's his head right there? Like, he's head down? And he said yes. So I'm so happy, because lowers my chances of a C-section even more. Like, I've just really been obsessed about it. I've been watching all these C-section videos and trying to prepare my mind just in case. And I still very well could have one. I'm not saying that I'm not going to, but it just makes my chances a little bit better. So I'm going to hang on to that and make myself happy. Okay, so woo, I'm having like a contraction right now. It's awesome. So, yeah, my belly's not feeling too good right now. Okay, so what else? Oh, when I got up off of the, woo, that's funny. That happens when I have like only a minute left to talk to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna hurry because it's 9 minutes now. And I feel like it's gonna cut me off. So when I got up, I noticed like a little bit of blood after my exam, my dilation check, and he said that was probably normal, and he thought it was strange because he said, I didn't do it roughly, and he didn't. It was gentle, but it still didn't feel good at all. It was really crampy and it hurt. But he said that that was normal. It was just really kind of scary to see a little circle of like bright red blood underneath me. I haven't seen that in about 9 months, so but he said, watch if you go home and there's more, that's not good, so call. But it hasn't yeah, it totally stopped after that. There's just a little bit when I wipe, like, left over. So, no more bleeding, but it was kind of shocking, but I guess it's normal. So, nothing to worry about too much. Kind of reminds me that I'm going to be having a period every month after I have him, and yeah, that's not going to be very fun. But anyway, I'm going to quickly show you guys my belly shot. Woo! I'm going to walk over here. Okay, so here's my belly. 37 weeks and 3 days, belly shot. Yep, so there he is. Alrighty, bye guys.